What's up? It's your boy Naeem Smith, and I'm back for another video. I got work tomorrow at Taco Bell, as you can see. I just got hired, so it'll be my fourth day. I'm gonna be doing a cash register. I'm in Patchogue, 112. I'm gonna save all of my money. I'm not gonna spend a single paycheck. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna try to use it to fund my videos. Today, I'm gonna discuss all of the laws of the universe on camera so that you get a better insight on the laws of the universe and how the world works. From my understanding, you get judged based off your social status and how much money you have. And I really think that's very fucked up. Excuse my language. But the first law is the law of universal oneness. The first illusion that mankind believed, which set the course for much of the pain and anguish in the world, was that we are all separate. This great fallacy led mankind away from our true spiritual essence and away from the source. Everything in the universe is connected. Every human being, every living animal, every tree, rock, or even the grass that we walk on is all connected to the source that makes up this divine matrix that we call the universe. Therefore, whenever we make a choice and take an action or even think a thought, it affects the matrix on some level. This may seem to be a lot of responsibility. However, when we live our life with an awareness of this interconnectivity, we give ourselves the capacity to live our most divine lives. By knowing that we are all connected, we come to understanding the power of empathy, which has the capacity to change the world. Through heart-centered living, we become the change that we have been seeking. We become the way. From my understanding, that means that when you see a way to be the best that you can be, you just do it, regardless of opinion. The law of attraction. Let's talk about this law next because so many have heard of it. It was made famous by the best-selling sensation The Secret. The original version of this idea came from Wallace D. Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich, written in 1910. Once again, our faith or belief is what actually powers our intentions. What we think and feel deep inside of ourselves is reflected back to us in our physical world. I am sure you have heard that we think it is what we become. What we think is what we become. In reality, what we believe is what we become. Believe you have an abundant life, and so shall it be. No matter how many times you say, I have an abundant life, if you don't believe it in the deepest recesses of your soul, it will not present itself in your physical reality. The law of vibration. Everything in the universe is vibrating at a subatomic level. Everything in this universe carries with it a vibration that is unique to itself and carries constant movement and energy with it. At the level of particles, everything is vibrating, therefore high vibrating particles are attracted to other high vibrating particles, while lower vibrating particles are attracted to lower vibrating particles. This is where the phrase like attracts like comes from. Literally, we are what we are vibrating. We attract our tribe of fellow souls in this manner. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your friends will give you a really good snapshot of what your vibratory frequency is. In order to change anything in your life, you simply need to alter your frequency, and by doing so, you will also attract a new vibration. This law is directly related to the law of universal oneness. Patterns repeat themselves throughout the universe, and the prominent patterns repeat themselves on smaller patterns. The key is to recognize these patterns in our own lives so that we can take action either towards continuing with the patterns or changing the patterns that no longer serve us. The law of inspired action. This is a very important law and is often the least utilized, which frequently prevents the manifestation of the law of attraction. In order for our intentions to manifest, we must take actions toward making those intentions a reality in our physical world. Your actions must match your intentions, and when your actions and intentions are aligned, the possibility for instant manifestation arises. In short, we must take action towards making our dreams come true. They are not just going to magically arrive on our doorstep without some sort of effort on our part. We must take the first step, and then the universe acts in accordance with our actions. We take a step and the universe responds. This is dancing the two-step with the universe. We stand still and the universe stands still with us. Through inspired action, we make our dream a reality. The law of cause and effect. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just charge my phone real quick. But as you can see, you are learning the laws of the universe, and you are learning what they are doing and how they are affecting the world and even the people around us. I think I might do a video on demons next because they are real. But let me continue reading. This is the law of cause and effect. The law is often referred to as the law of karma. Whatever you put out into the world will return to you. This is a necessary law because it allows us to see how our actions affect other people. No matter what we do to another person, be it a loving gesture or one that causes pain, that action will return to us in some manner. This law is directly aligned with the law of universal oneness. We are all connected, therefore everything we do to another, we actually are doing to ourselves. In other words, what goes back around comes back around. If you rob someone, you will get robbed eventually. If you shoot someone, you will get shot eventually. If you slap someone, you'll get slapped eventually. These are key laws to understanding how the world works. The law of compensation. This law is very similar in that it states that what you put out into the world will return to you. However, the law of compensation goes a step further because it states that whatever is in your heart is what is returned to you. Words are powerful, but our feelings and belief structures are actually what powers our ability to manifest our thoughts into existence. Since this universe is made up of energy, this law confirms that whatever our energy is will be compensated with like energy. For instance, if you do a good deed for someone but do so with resentment or in a negative manner, that will actually be returned is the resentment and anger. If you hold love in your heart when you do these deeds, then love will be returned as compensation. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This law illustrates that everything in the universe is constantly changing. Change is the only constant. The beautiful part of this law is the realization that no matter where you are in your life, you have the ability and capacity to change it into exactly the life you want it to be. The law of relativity. This law states that everything in the universe is neutral when seen in isolation, and it is only when we ascribe any meaning to anything that we see this reflected in our reality. There really is no good or bad. It is simply our impression that gives it those labels. The universe is a blank canvas that projects our thoughts and beliefs back to us. Our mind is like a movie projector, and our thoughts are like the film that is fed through the projector. Whatever we think is projected onto the blank canvas of the universe and is shown back to us like the movie of our life. If your thoughts are negative and filled with strife, a horror movie of sorts, this is what the universe will reflect on its blank screen. If your thoughts are love, compassion, and kindness, then this is the movie that will be reflected back to us. Allow the movie of your life to be a movie you would be proud to show the world. Make it a masterpiece. The law of gender. Everything in this universe is comprised of both male and female energy, which the Chinese refer to this as yin and yang. Many people think that these are opposing forces when in reality they are complementary forces that cannot exist without one another. When a male and female energy combine together to make one unit of energy, the yogis call this the highest form of yoga. A divine union is born that makes the pair greater than the sum of the parts. We see this in power couples who are stronger as a unit than they would be individually. When complementary energies unite, the union has the power to change the world. The law of polarity. Everything in this universe has an opposite. Happiness has an opposite. Happiness must have sadness, hot must have cold, up must have down, and day must have night, for without each, we would not be able to discern the difference. Each proverbial side of this coin is necessary in order to remember that we are one with the universe. We must experience opposites which allow us to validate our choices on this plane. this plane. Every opposite has value as a teaching constructs that allows us the opportunity to create the life that we desire. If the universe were to choose for us, it will eradicate our free will, and it is through free will that we go on the journey to remember that we are all connected. We are given the choice of love or hate in order to realize the truth of the first universal law, the law of universal oneness. It's a very deep topic, and you may not see it, but it's affecting people in the world. Karma. People are getting returned what they did to someone else. And they are taking it out on others rather than fixing their lives. But I'm going to continue reading. Everything has a circle and a rhythm. Life and death are forever linked. Fall precedes winter, which turns to spring and then summer. The moon waxes and wanes, and we go through various seasons in our own lives. We may be married for years and then find ourselves single or having lived a hard life of abundance, and one day find ourselves living in lack. There are natural cycles of the universe. A once beautiful rose eventually withers and wilts, only to return to dust. Understanding and acknowledging these cycles allows us to become unattached to any one state of life. The tides rise and then recede, and each is okay. It is only when we attach to one state over another that we bring discontentment into our lives. The yogi treats each stage as just that, a stage. When we come to understand that all things change, we can come to a place of peace when they do. And these are the 12 laws of the universe. And with that being said, I will then do some push-ups to end the video. My name is Naheem Smith again. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will be discussing very educational things that will better your mind, because then again, knowledge is power. Stay healthy and stay blessed, guys.